Drivers, start your engines!
Here we are at the Daytona race in the Aero 88 mod here in Stinger. And right now we got starting poles, the number 25 car. Starting second is the 5 car, and then we got the 86 as well. And we're about to go green here. Looks like the pace car is about ready to come in there. So very interesting race we got here. The Aero 88 mod. It's been very interesting to see how these drivers take it. Pace car is in. Number 25 Folger Chevrolet is going to lead them to the green here at Daytona. The little antsy cars back there. I believe that's the one of the Amco cars. He's very loose there on the start, but it looks like they figured it out. The 318 car running up top, be able to keep it clean up there as they're starting to file out on this first lap. Oh, spin in the back. Looks like the 319 spun out, but looks like we're going to stay green here as the rules in this series. I believe it's one caution per stint, if I'm not mistaken, and there's spin counter as well. Oh, 3 wide there. That's not going to... Oh, got a car on the wall, and we are wrecking. Yellow flag is out here at Daytona. Oh, another car gets involved. That's the 20. He spins out, and we, I believe, are under our first caution of the day on lap 2 out of 30. I believe they're racing back to the line. So right now, the 7 car in the lead. They'll file out now. And 7 car will lead them to the yellow flag. And I do believe that the 70 car may be out of the race after that incident. I'm not 1,000% sure, but that's what I'm seeing. Oh, we got another car around. In the back, that is the 88. Looks like he's gonna brake and be okay. As the 5 car has some issues there as well. So another thing is, are we gonna see guys trying to pit here? Is the question in this event? As things are starting to get a little bit interesting.
Drivers, to your cars.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, we are here live, Stinger Daytona, and starting to pull the 25 Folgers car, and getting things set up. About half a lap to the green. And as we're going through the field here, we got an interesting lineup of cars. I believe we got around. I'm not sure how many we got starting today, but this race does not have a 15 car field cap, so I'm sure qualifying went well for those guys, and hopefully they start well. Pace car is about to go in. This pace car does go down to pit road now. We got a good start headed here. Looks like the 25 is going to get a good start here. The 17, a little bit of side draft on the start, but doesn't quite. Oh, almost 4 wide on the start. They're mid-pack. Looks like they do figure it out a little bit. The 41 does fall back. I think they figured it out as 3 wide a little bit still, but as they do figure it out, that 88 Red Baron car is able to hold line. There's a number 3. We did have a car spin out there. As the 25 leads yet another lap. Oh, car on the wall, turn 1. It's the 17. He's going to lose a ton of momentum here. Oh, almost causing a wreck there, but it looks like they figured that out. Goodness. There's some dust there from when the 41 spun out a lap earlier. 25 able to hold his front line. He's getting pressure from the top and the bottom there, but the line doesn't quite form as 3 wide there off of 2, and that they do file out a little bit. A little tag to the back there. Yeah, tri-oval I've heard is definitely the looser part of the track. So, and I don't even think pushing is even considerable to do here. Seeing some of these cars can get loose pretty easy. You seen the 41 lost it off of that corner a couple laps ago. As the field is starting to spread out a little bit, we're starting to see some pretty high speeds. 86. is up the track, hard in the wall. And they spin out again. I believe that is, we're going to have to see. But, yeah, it looks like, yeah. So they're going to fall back a little bit. 86, I believe, has a tire down, so that's going to affect his run. As we now have a 4-car pack up front. As a 5 trying to step out of line there and try to make something happen there. As a 3-car getting a little antsy there right behind him. Yeah, these guys are, I think, trying to pick off the 25. I think he got a little loose off that corner. If I'm not mistaken. Might have been the camera angle there, but did look like that 25 car did get a little loose off. And another car really loose. Oh, man, the tri-oval. 2 cars got loose there. This is a 28. Well, not the 28, but quite sure what cars. But yeah, we are under yellow. So it looks like everyone's catching up to the pace line to get to the yellow flag, and we are under our first yellow of the day. And yeah, there's back at what happened between those two getting a little loose off the corner. The yellow is out for this. The 83 came up, and then it looked like the 9 had an issue, and he went up the track, and that caused our yellow flag, and that's when the 86 went around, and that was enough cars to put out a yellow to put out our first caution of this stint. Looks like some cars are headed to pit road. 7 car stays out. 25 is in. Some cars faking it. I'm not sure if there's a commitment cone violation for the 74, but he did get kind of close there. Well, this is a older track, so I don't believe there is commitment cones, but we'll see how the officials rule on that. Oh, a little bit of a huge checkup there on pit road between the 12 and the 28. I do believe funny enough, those cars are kind of related in the actual IRL situation between those paint schemes, so that's interesting. But yeah, it looks like we're back under pacing, and right now the 7 car is in the lead. I'll have to get his name here in a second, but yeah, he's been up front. He's been doing fairly well today, so hopefully he can get a good run going today. It looks like he's been up front doing very well. As we're still under yellow, we're getting things figured out here. And correction on 7 car, his name is Cam Smith. My bad. I'm trying to get names figured out. Number 80, Santiago Flores, and then 3rd's Chad Jones Jr. I believe that is consistent with where they're pacing right now. Another car in pit road, I believe that's 70 or 75. I did believe earlier he was out of an issue, but it looks like he's got that figured out. There's 41 who did have that issue. He had that spin. I believe that was on, I want to say lap 1. It might have been lap 2, but he did spin out and get pretty close to getting in Lake Lloyd there for a bit, but he did end up hitting that wall. I guess that's a hill on the back stretch, preventing cars from hitting Lake Lloyd, and sure enough, it did what job it could. So that ended up pretty well for him. As we're going green this time, the 88. I believe that's the 88. That is going to take the lead here. No, that's the 80 of Santiago Flores. Well, it looks like the 74 had an issue under pacing. By, I believe that's the 45, but yeah, it looks like he got that figured out. Probably just a bad call on that one car team. Just unfortunate there. Getting it figured out. He's going to get a warning from our officials. The number 80 of Santiago. I think his last name's pronounced Ruiz. I think I pronounced it wrong the first couple times I said it, but he is going to lead us to the green here with the 3 car in tow. There's an onboard shot from the 3. Come to this restart. And green flag back in the air here at Daytona. Looking on behind him, the 17 got a good start in that tied car. As they're going into turn 1 here. 3 car, Manuel Brito blocking the 17 pretty well. Xavier Rigelberg, hope I pronounced that right. Chad Jones Jr., who had that pit road issue, getting it figured out. As they're almost 3 wide there, the 88 and the 5. Just trying to get this first lap under green going well. And so far, so good. As he's going to finish this lap early as well. 25 or pole sitter, he's trying to reel back in. Car loose, and that is, I think the 45. He was that car, or the 47. He was that car that wrecked that one car under pacing. So, yeah, it's not going to help him at all. As I don't believe we're going to get any more yellows in this stint. We got 2 car draft working up top. They don't have a lot of help, but with this setup, how it works, I just don't know if this top's going to work regardless. There's the 5. He's running 4th on that low lane. He was trying to get stuff figured out on that restart, and so far things are going pretty well for him, running right in front of that 7 Xerix car. As the 17 get a little up the track there behind this 20, in front of the 25. 25's already driven up to 3rd on that restart. And it looks like the 7 will peak high a little bit. That's good for corner entry. You peak up like that. Oh, unfortunately, he got in the back of 25. That ruined any chance of him getting a good run there. As a 88 takes advantage. Oh, we got a wreck, the 86 of, I believe that's, yeah, that 86 car got spun out by, I believe that's the 74. 74 spun him out. So we'll have to see how that happened. But right now, racing up front, it's getting a little tense. So 25 is only kind of strung up high. We're seeing some single file racing, which isn't the worst idea right now, but it's interesting. Yeah, Paul Perricone in that 74 car, he did cause that. Oh, and the 5 car's around. Oh, he blows over upside down on his roof. Gets back on all 4s. Huge wreck for the 5 as he is around right in front of the 28 and the 70. They both avoid successfully, but what a crash by the 5. Blows over on top of his roof. Man, that's not fun. It's not good. That's just not good. Hopefully he can get some pace back going, and hopefully a caution can go his way and he can pace up front. Hopefully he doesn't go a lap down under green. As we're getting close to the comp caution, just a few laps away. There's 3 wide for 2nd here, as the yellow flag has now came out for the comp caution. I believe that's what it's for. We're going to race to the line towards the flat when we come to this comp yellow, and whoever crosses the line here will be the leader at the time of whoever crosses the line first, since the yellow has now been waved. So right now the 25, your pole sitter battling the 80 of Santiago Ruiz. No, wait, no, that's Cam Smith in the 80 car. And Cam Smith's gonna take it to the yellow as the 41 to try to make some moves there, but it didn't quite work. It's like Trevor Davis was that car that got spun and essentially had a blow over that one lap. Yeah, let's take a look at this here. Got tagged and sent in the air. You get caught at a bad angle and it just sends you up like that, especially at these high speed. You're seeing cars going up upwards of 200 and sometimes 10 miles an hour, especially coming off this trial. You getting that run. Let's get a look from the 29 car. Yeah, just crazy how it went out. It's so quick how that happens. 7 was there. It's just bad spot, really, and this did not help Trevor Davis there in that 5 car. As hopefully with this caution, it does help him get back up to pace. And this is the comp kill. I would imagine everybody pits, but we may see a few brave souls stay out, but I don't see it happening. Cars are in pit road. Cam Smith leads them in. And first car, a little bit of an issue there for the leader coming in. I don't know if he got serviced or not, but definitely a lot of issue for him there on pit road. This could be catastrophic for the 80 of Cam Smith, but I'm not certain. It looked like he. I'm not sure what quite happened there, but it looked like he just got moved out of. He got hit. I know that much, but it's not good. I think we did have one car stay out. That's the 83, if I'm not mistaken. There's 86 in Takumi, who got spun out by Paul Perico there in turn, or off the tri-oval and spun out. Essentially did avoid coming out into traffic, but did hit the wall. Well, almost avoided coming into traffic, but there wasn't a lot of traffic anyway, so yeah, it came out well, and he's still running in the race, so that's good. And, he may try to pull something out and maybe get a top 10 or top 5 here, get some S rating, good for him. Oh wait, this is a non-rating race, so I don't think that's going to be happening. So 47 in the lead right now. We got some, I think those are lap traffic coming into pit road. I'm not certain, but looks like the 83 and the 80 maybe entering pit road here. Is the 80 didn't get serviced that last time he went in, so a tough break for the 80. So we're going to go green next time by, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the new leader is the 47. It's funny, he was wrecking not too long ago. And sure enough, he was able to reclaim the lead. No, that's not the lead. That's a lap down car. My bad. That's a Mixel. In the 47, he's a lap car, and I believe the 25 is on the lead lap. My mistake there. Trying to get scoring and stuff figured out. Because we are going green this time. Meme Ixel, not the leader, going to lead him to the green, I believe. And then the 25, your race leader. It looks like we've got a car in the back having an issue. I'm not sure if that's mechanical or if he's slowing down to let someone by for a black flag. That may have been issued. Interesting to see what the 25 is going to do on this restart. We know the 47 of Meme Ixel is a lap down. See if he's going to go high or low, or what that 47 is going to do. And seeing these tires are pretty cool. I'll watch out for guys that might spin the tires and might possibly spin out on the start. So we gotta be very aware. You might see on the start, the pace car goes in for our second restart of the day. Meme Ixel leads into the green, but the 25 is your race leader. Looks like it's clean. 41 does go below very quick on that start. Is the 12 of Dryden Ramsey is going to take make some moves here and take the lead and take the lead of the pack as well from Meme Ixel, who's going to fall back on the top. Looks like he doesn't have a lot of friends. And 25 is able to get around the 47 along with the 17. And 47 is just going to fall back and he's going to try to get a race going for him. I guess he's had a rough day. But so far, so it's a race for the 47. So we got somewhat of a 4-car breakaway. I think that 41 and the 3 will be able to catch up to this as there's a 7. Getting underneath that 9 car, seeing some aggression mid-race. I think, you need to start realizing who's going to be your buddies, who's going to be the guys that, just going to pass any chance they get. The 41 back in the grass. It's going to get loose. Hopefully, smooth transition onto pavement. Looks like it. Another very good save there. Got loose off the corner, and that killed his run, but good save nonetheless for that 41 car. And the 3 of Manuel there. Yeah, but the 41 of Ethan Farley saved pretty well back there in back stretches. We're now on lap 20, I believe. Approaching 10 laps to go in this race. 17 looking to make some moves. Really, the field's starting to file out. We're starting to see who's going to do what and who's going to go where. Man, big battle for the lead here. 25 and the 12 along with the 7. I think all 3 trying to do wherever the other guy's not. And it's a very good racing here. 12's going to block off of 4. As we go into the stripe, lap 21, I think. Yeah, lap 21. Oh, I don't know if he moved up high or what. It looked like he kind of swerved there. There's a 3 wide there for, I believe that's 4th. Oh, and they get in the wall. The 7 and the 3. Oh, another car in the wall. That's Meme. Oh, the 86 doing a blowover, saves it on his wheels, but essentially saves his car too. Wow, what a save by the 86 as we were under yellow for the first time in this stint. Nice save by the 86 there. Man, that was crazy. So we've seen the 3 and the 7 just plow. I don't know, but like huge battle for the lead though. We've seen a car spin out there to the yellow. The 17 spun out the yellow. I think he still got his spot, but it's got to hurt him somehow. Yeah, Takumi. Man, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. My bad. But he blew over. I guess you could arguably say he saved the car. He went back on 2 wheels and saved it using the wall. Got into the 88, spun, took air, kind of saved it. Maybe spinning out right in front of him. And then there's Paul Perico in the 74 getting around him. And then there's Manuel in the 3. It looks like that was just a very interesting turn of events there. So, first yellow of the stint. Man, it's hard to say. I think we're going to see some cars pit. Might see, 70's around coming to pit road. 83 stopped on the track. As you see, 25. Honestly, that's a pretty big gamble by the 25 there. Hope it works for him. But yeah, that was an interesting gamble. He didn't get a lot of guys to stay out with him. I just don't know if it's going to work for him. But yeah, he's pretty good at blocking, so maybe it'll work. And then we got Cam Smith right behind him, who still recovering from that one incident he had on pit road and had to pit again. Hasn't seen the front since then. Taking a gamble on what is probably going to be our last yellow. as they race off of pit road. Looks like things are going pretty smooth on pit road. We did see a couple incidents on pit road and some earlier cautions, but so far I think it's going pretty well. As those cars are racing on, getting off pit road, starting to catch up to the pace car, who I believe is in the backstretch. There's Lake Lloyd there. We've seen the 41 car just about had lunch with Lake Lloyd earlier in this race. That would have been a very interesting start to this race if that would have happened, but fortunately he saved it, and he's still running that 41 car of yeah, I'm having a little trouble remembering names, but I'll get it. Yeah, but I believe the 25 Chad Jones Jr., he's that 25 car who's battling for second. Going green. Not this time, but next time around the racetrack. As you see, the pace car has not entered the pit lane. There's the 41 there of Ethan Farley. And he's saved it twice off of turn 4. Well, one time he spun into the that little hill, protecting drivers from Lake Lloyd, and it worked for him. But he spun out and saved it, essentially. And very good drive, getting off the grass, not hitting anybody, getting on the track fairly smoothly. So hopefully his race will go pretty well after that yellow, because I'm sure he was needing it when that happened. But let's go back to that incident where he did spin off of that turn 1 corner, or turn 2 rather, and he was running well. Looks like, you know, his tires are cold. It's start of the race, just gets loose, brakes, and saves it. If he were to gas it, he would have been in Lake Lloyd, but he was just able to not do that, and was successful in returning to the field and not going a lap down, and putting himself in a position now where he is, I think, in a good spot to maybe compete for the win if he can get around some of these guys in a clean manner. But there's some cars that get around for that 41 car of Ethan Farley, so hopefully that does work out. 25 of Chad Jones, I believe, is the leader. And pace cars in, Cam Smith in tow, and then there's the 12, the 17. Green flag is back in the air here at Daytona, and that 12 car to the top immediately. Might have jumped that start a little bit, but that's up to the officials to decide, as he does get a really nice run on the 25 Chad Jones Jr. and passes him for the lead in turn 1. And coming off turn 2, looks like they got a good draft going. I think it's going to be between these two. These two are very fast right now. As we were coming to the last 5 laps of this race, so point of no return, I believe. If we can make this this lap right here, I think we're going to meet our point of no return. Or maybe the next lap, I'm not certain. Some good battles in the second draft, the 9 versus the 86, Takumi. I was going to say his first name. I can't pronounce his last name. My bad there. Yeah, this front pack has turned into a 4-car draft. The 25 of Chad Jones Jr. running second, and the 80 of Cam Smith running well in second, or in third, right behind that 25. And these guys are, it's getting down to it. I believe we were under our point of no return. If it wasn't last time, it's this time by for certain. Oh, my bad. The 80 car is not Cam Smith. It's Santiago Flores. I've been seeing Cam Smith this whole race. My bad. And Dresden Ramsey is in the 12, and Xavier Regelberg is in the 17. We're lap 27 now. And Santiago to the lead. Actually, pretty good lead here. Doesn't have any draft help. I don't know if that's going to negatively affect him. We've seen cars do decently okay here without draft, but we'll have to watch out for those. The 17 is blocking here. So this pack's starting to build up as we're coming to lap 27. Yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be a good finish. I can already tell. We're seeing a lot of cars starting to come together. Hopefully no more wrecks. That's I got my fingers crossed. No more wrecks. Is what I'm hoping for. We're under the point of no return. If I'm correct. And the 12 of Santiago, or not, Dresden Ramsey is in the 12. 80 is Santiago. Chaz Jones Jr. in the 25. Oh, and the Santiago spins the 25. Oh, and that takes him out of the battle very quickly. The 17 is Xavier. Interesting moves is they're scrambling here. Oh, huge wreck. We're under the point of no return, I believe. So it looks like the 12 of Dresden Ramsey with a pretty decisive lead coming to lap 29 next time around. I think we're under. Interesting to see is the 86 of to. Man, it's hard to pronounce that name. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the 80 of Santiago. He's pushing that 86. That's going to be the run for this is going to be the run for the win. As we're headed for the last lap here. I believe this is the last lap. Man, that 12's got a huge run. Dresden Ramsey. It's going to take every bit of run these two got on this backstretch. Santiago and the 86. This feels really split after that wreck. Oh, he's got a decent run. I just don't know if they can do it. There's just such a gap. If he can get a decent draft off the floor, it would take every little bit they got. They're coming. This is 2 to go, so my mistake. This is not the last lap. Or yeah, this is the last lap. As the 25 did win the race as they wreck across the line. Dresden Ramsey's your winner is the 86. Took a little bit of error to cross the line. He saved it after a little wreck earlier this race. But yeah, here's the wreck with 2 to go. Coming to 2 to go. The 9 absolutely having issues there in the 74. Paul Perico. Man, that's crazy. That was a good finish. They had a great run, but man, I don't know. To see the 9 and the 41. Get that name soon. Yeah, the 9. He caught a little error. Come to 2 to go. As this race is now over. Your winner, Dresden Ramsey, the 12. So he's going to do his burnout here. Dresden Ramsey, your Stinger Aero 88 Daytona winner. And he took a pretty good lead there. And no, if they would have had another lap, they might have caught him, but in the end, came out for him. All right. From what I understand, we're getting ready to do race 2. Hopefully I get a better understanding here, and hopefully things go a tad bit better for race 2. And be a very interesting race. So Dryzen Ramsey won race 1 of this, and race 2 it's going to be very interesting as well as we get an aerial view over Daytona. There's Lake Lloyd there. Almost caught a car or two in the main race. But so far, things have been interesting here at Daytona. There's a helicopter there. Those are aerial shots provided by that helicopter. Is yeah, very nice race today. And we're getting ready for race 2. It is a very nice race, very nice day here at Daytona. There's the Air Force One plane that we have for this racetrack, 1988 Daytona. There's that ball sign 76, iconic in its own manner. We got a full infield of campers prepared for this second race, and it's going to be a little bit different. See how it all fans out together, and I think we got a good race getting ready to start. As I believe they're getting their qualifying practice done. There's a good look at our infield, another helicopter shot. Stands aren't full yet, but I'm sure they will be when this race is getting ready. And this is Daytona, USA. And there's our flagman there. He's getting ready. He's a little wore out after that first event, I imagine. Having to wave that flag a few times more than what he was hoping, maybe. But actually, surprisingly enough, that race didn't have a lot of cautions. So that's pretty good. There's Wood Brothers truck as we're panning around. Some cool stuff around this racetrack. Very iconic. We got a lot of entries here. There's a number 3 entry, number 47. And it all pans back. There's that Haviland number 28. And the 83, 43, 25, 3, 9, all the way up to the 7. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all works out. Getting an upside down shot. Yeah. But yeah, in that race 1, we seen a couple blowovers. This second event it'll definitely be interesting to see how the drivers tame it. As qualifying has now completed, I believe we're getting ready to start this.
Drivers.
And there's Willie Hope there in the 28. Starting pole, I believe the 5 is Trevor Davis. Unfortunately, wrecked out last race. Or well, I'm not sure if he wrecked out, but he did not finish very well last race. As the cars are now starting their engines. And good lineup we have here. The cars are starting to roll off in just a second here as we're starting to get the cars down pit road. Pretty much it's just going to be interesting to see. We got a little bit more cars that are ready, I think, maybe less. But yeah, definitely a new pole sitter, 25 of Chad Jones Jr. got beat by the 5 as a couple cars back to get their pace started. There's Willie Hope in the 28. All those cars lined up, ready to go. Pace laps, or this one pace lap is pretty much underway. We got a really nice lineup, nice aerial view by our officials. The 86 back for another race. A lot of these guys getting geared up. I believe this is the same amount of laps, same deal as the first one. Our comp caution lap 15. I believe it's a maximum of 2 yellows in a stint, and there is a spin counter. Not 1,000% sure what that is set at, but just keep that in mind as we are going to start this event. Forever Danger, the 315. He did not enter practice, so he's going off of pure skill here for this event. 43 getting a little up there, but that's no biggie. He's just getting his pace lap ready. Pace car is going to take that hard left turn into pit road. Trevor Davis in the number 5. I believe that is an Oldsmobile. Don't hold me on that. He is going to lead us to the green here at Daytona, but the 25, Chad Jones, got a good start, but 5 able to do well there is the 41. He's getting some draft up top. Early in the race, already seeing guys getting antsy. We'll see him file out. As soon as the 21 is around on the bottom, along with the guy who didn't practice, I believe there's a 315. We stay green, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do stay green. There's the 5, Trevor Davis leading them. That's complete lap 1. There's Paul Perico in the 74. Trying to get a good race going. He's had a little bit of trouble in this league, but so far so good for this race, even though it's only lap 1. But race 1 didn't do too bad either, despite a couple of hiccups here and there. Oh, 41 into the wall. I think he's going to save it. Yeah, he uses the wall as a pick to save it. Unfortunate it had to. He's going to lose a ton of ground, but at least he's not out of the race. That's a good thing. Yeah, the 88, there's a 28 of Willie Hope. And then there's 25, Chad Jones Jr. And I believe that 17 car is Xavier. As they catch the lap car 319. He did not practice. He's gonna. Oh man, that is definitely a questionable move by the 315. Off pace severely. That will give him black flag. He clearly has some issues going. Not able to pace up front. Almost, in a sense, real paging the field. He's very loose, very off pace. There's a Brandon Carter in the 83. Yeah, that was definitely. He's got to get that wheel out thing out to pit road to serve his black flag or fix whatever issue he has. That is definitely a very big danger to the rest of this field as he has something going. He's going to have to call a tow truck or something because this field is going to catch him again before this next lap. There's an onboard camera around the 17. There's that 315. He's out of the way. Is kicking a lot of dust up. I'm not sure what the issue is there, but there is one nonetheless. There's Xander Thompson in the 43. I believe he was in race 1, starting to show some good speed here in race 2. 315's in pit road. Must have called a tow truck. Xander Thomas. 74 Paul Perico getting under him. And Willie Hope in tow, and Brandon Carter in the 83. 88 is Suzette Berlog in the 88 Red Baron Pizza Car. Kind of caught the wrong place, wrong time in both these events, but so far so good. Race 1 right behind Chad Jones Jr. and leader being Trevor Davis. But yeah, tough break for Ethan McFarland at 41 again, having some issues. But he's pretty far back. As they single file it out, and we're still pretty early in this race, lap 6. So a little bit of a ways to that calm caution. At this rate, we could stay green. Spin counter is still something to consider, but I think I'm good at staying green. There's Xander Thompson. Oh, 74, Paul Perico gets a little loose. Wisely backs off in a 3-wide situation, gets behind Xander Thompson, and then just 17. Ooh, pass for the lead by the 25, Chad Jones Jr. on Trevor Davis. Setvalog gets around the 5 as well. He's going to be left out to dry, as they call it, on the top. He gets a little help from Xander Thompson, but 2-car draft ain't going to help too much, I'd imagine, especially with the run that bottom lane already has, as Trevor Davis does finally drop low, as Brandon Carter getting a little antsy there. There's Setvalog in the 2nd place, trying to make something happen. Ooh, Setvalog gets a little tight off the corner. 17 cuts him a break. 28 goes high. Willie Hope. Ooh, 88 goes low on the 25. Dangerous call. Ooh, that's racing there. Just pretty much pushing to the limit. See if you can get around the car in front of you. Went really low. Man, that was just. I'm amazed they saved that. Really good driving skills by that 88. Set for log. There's 17. The 5 do got another lap car up there. 88 able to hold the lead from the 17. That's the 21. He did spun out earlier in this race. Glenn Townsend. So he's probably gonna go a lap down here, as big battles for position right now between Willie Hope and Brandon Carter. It's some pretty good racing, in my opinion. Is the 88 still trying to block as Brandon Carter peaks low. 88. Interesting blocks. Gotta be careful blocking, though. You don't want to do a bad block, as they're trying to avoid this lap car. It'd be wise to just kind of file out. You don't want to go 3 wide on a lap car, but I got 17 made it work. 21 very, very careful. Oh, it's not easy being a lap car. It's 83. Brandon Carter loses it off the corner. I was just talking about drivers getting low, and he overcorrected, sent it in too early, and he is gonna. Looked like he took a little air there, but I think he'll be all right. But he's gonna lose a ton of speed, and he's gonna fall back a ton. So he's gonna have to go for that caution to work out for me. Oh, he's gonna call a tow truck there, take him to pit road. As 21 of Glenn Townsend, hopefully he's trying to catch up this draft and not go another lap down. But as the caution is a few laps away, I think he'll be all right. He is keeping some decent ability to keep up these guys, as they're just really battling heavy up here. 5 of Trevor Davis trying to get underneath the 17. Willie Hope in the 17 trying to get a draft going up top. There's Setvalog. Oh, got loose trying to block the 5. Opens the door for the 5 of Santiago Ruiz and gets a little too close. Spins out both of them. Huge wreck. The 5, the 43, the 17. He's upside down, flipping. Yellow flag here at Daytona. And that bad block by the 88. I guess we talked about that tri-oval being such a spot to get loose. 5, nowhere to go. Chad Jones Jr. probably was barely able to avoid that, but sure enough did. Unfortunately, as they race back to yellow. So I'm not. This is pretty close to the comp caution. I don't believe it will count as a comp caution, but I'm not the person to call that, so we'll see how that all works out. Yeah, tough break for those guys. A few cars in the back. Just I don't know why they're wrecking, but I guess they are. We'll see what happened here with 319 and 17. I don't know what. I guess 319. Definitely a bad call by someone there because it wouldn't have happened otherwise. One car is pacing, trying to get up to speed because they got involved in an accident. You shouldn't be coming up on a lap car that quick. I'm gonna say 315 shouldn't have did that. And again, he did get a black flag for not for causing an issue, and then not to mention a warning for that incident. As we look at a replay here, this the 88 is he got loose off of the corner, and he just didn't give Trevor Davis any room. And I mean, you can tell he tried to save it, but it's just a failed attempt, and it just happens. Sometimes you're trying hard, and then not to mention that front oval is so loose. You got to be really careful racing guys hard like that. 25 Chad Jones Jr. leads him into pit road. There's Brandon Carter. I believe he either stayed out or he was able to get around everyone else. So he's currently, I believe, your leader. Someone does that. There's that 315 car. 41 Ethan Farley. I believe that's his name. They're going to pit road. Some of these cars repairing damage, and some just trying to figure out what they're going to do. Yeah, a lot of damaged cars after that one. Very interesting wreck. I believe the submitted ticket system might be a ticket submitted after that one, but I'm not the one to call that. But it definitely did look like there's a case there. So we'll see how it all forms out. But nonetheless, the 7 car. He's having some issues. Wall might have had a something happen there, but it looks like he's I'm not sure what he's doing there in that 7 car, but yeah, he's currently scored the highest running car on pace laps. I believe he's a lap down too. There's a 21 who is also a lap down. Just bad avoidance, caught in a bad spot. Happens. A tough break for that 21 was I'm not sure if a lucky dog thing would be applied there, but he avoided it, but it's been out in the process. He did get the lucky dog also, so his decision to keep with the draft was very smart. As the 7, who I believe is also not on the lead lap, is going to come pit road as well. It's Cam Smith. Yeah, that's the guy I was mixing up last race. Cam Smith and the 80 of Santiago something, if I'm not mistaken. So Cam Smith, he's 47. A meme Ixel will issue on the pace laps with Brandon Carter and sit for log. Got that figured out, I suppose. Chad Jones Jr., your leader. We haven't been given the one to go sign yet, so we'll see how it happens. I'm not sure if this will be counted as our comp caution because this did happen very close to it. So if there's not a yellow one lap after this, you will know that the counters are comp caution. So that's what we're looking at right now. We are going green this time. I believe the cars that did go to pit road are or are about to catch up to the pace. If they don't, they should be able to be in a decent position to catch up to the pace very well. If I'm not mistaken, is that Paul Perica running in 3rd, or is he not on the lead lap? He's had a rough day. Yeah, he's running 3rd. Yeah, he's pulling something out, getting something going. There's 28 Willie Hope. He's been casting the shadow. Yeah, Chad Jones Jr. definitely the one guy to watch. He started pole in race 1. He's doing well in race 2. There's 86 in there. He's trying to catch up to the pace line. He did go to pit road. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he might have the speed it takes to catch up. So 21 does get his lap back at the restart as we were green. The 25 Tad Jones Jr. Everyone scrambles to pass the damaged cars. Oh man, this is some tight racing for a restart. Nah. They're just trying to get around each other. Bad start for Set for Log. Start falling back a little bit. I remember was involved in that accident that preceded this caution as the 88 is Set for Log trying to get through this middle lane situation. Hopefully 17 cuts another break. Sure does. As they're 3 wide with Xander Thompson and Cam Smith. Oh, 43 up the track a little bit. I think he's okay. 21 of Glenn Townsend is back on the lead lap, by the way, so that's good for him. Looks like the server might have glitched out briefly. Happens. And starting to file out again. The 47 Meme Ixel, I believe, is not on the lead lap. Don't hold me on that, but he's up front nonetheless. I don't believe I've ever seen this happen, but if, say, he is a lap down, don't hold me on that, I'm not 1,000% sure, but he could pass this 25 car and say another caution comes out. He doesn't need a lucky dog if he's only 1 lap down, or if he's 2 laps down and he's the only car 1 lap down after he passes that 25. Hypothetically, him being a lap down, he would probably get the lucky dog. I'll say there's no caution. We're in our second stint of this race. We're on board with Xander Thompson, 41. Very all over the place there. Ethan Farley, 43, is a little bit. 86 takes advantage of it. I do believe they might have had contact. There's a 7 Cam Smith. 9 cars around. Ooh, almost in the air. I think that's 1 car on the spin counter. There's Paul Perico. Yeah, he looks like he it's just really realistic how that happened, but unfortunate nonetheless. There is room for a caution, but the question is if we're going to get it, because that last stint we stayed fairly clean, so it's going to be interesting to see how that all works itself out. Chad Jones Jr. aggressively trying to keep the lead. Paul Perico trying to stay out of trouble here. It looks like he's going to fall back a little bit. He might be thinking there's going to be a yellow coming up. There's dust covering the front. Oh, and that does not work in his favor. Ethan Farley spins him out. Paul Perico does not go over the hill, but that nice save there by Paul to stay out of the Lake Lloyd. There's a 9 car almost blocking the track. Big safety hazard. They're racing to the yellow flag. He was off the racetrack though. But wow, unfortunate. And Brandon Carter getting a little loose after that. You gotta be careful doing that. You don't want to brake too soon. Don't want to brake too early. You don't want to check up the field. It's not good as 9 car does come to pit road under yellow. So yeah. So this was before he got spun. So we got Cam Smith behind him. Willie Hope up top. Set for Log right there. In 4th, Paul Perico. And Brandon Carter. So what happened? Oh, just got tapped in the back by Cam Smith. A little bit of a touch from, or not Cam Smith. Trevor Davis then got touched by Cam Smith a little bit. Saved in the grass. May have had some issues getting back to pit road. It's just there's a 41 at Ethan. I'll get his last name sooner or later. But yeah, tough break for the 9 and tough break for the 74. 74 was really good. Unfortunately, got spun out there. There's 83 Brandon Carter. He's running 12th. I'm not sure if he's on the lead lap still or not. It looks like he had a issue under pace. We seen him almost wreck at the start of the pace. It looks like he got checked up into by the 28 of Willie Hope, and then Trevor Davis got caught up in it. So that's definitely. I don't know if that's going to be good for him. So yeah, you don't need to be wrecking each other on pace laps. That's not good for everything going on. So Paul Perico, see what happened to him. So he backed off. I'm not sure. I imagine to avoid any possible wrecks. or perhaps a mechanical issue, not sure what. Here comes Ethan Farley in the 41. I don't know. I got some lack of communication or something, but didn't work out for Paul Perico. And it looks like we are prepared to go green this time by Chad Jones Jr. Still holding the lead fairly well. We got the 86 there. It's been an interesting race. So we did add one yellow to that stint, this final stint of the race. Under 10 laps to go. We're going to restart lap 22. And Meme Ixel. Still not certain if he's on the lead lap or not. But looks like he's going to start in that second row back. From my understanding, he is still in the race. Pace car is in. Brandon Carter a little antsy on that start. And Lucky Dog to the 9. As they do get started, Trevor Davis with an aggressive move to the bottom. Oh, almost spun out there. Careful. 4 wide into 1. Not a good idea at all. Oh, goodness. Almost 5 wide. It did not work. 86 is around. Surprised it wasn't worse, but yeah, 4 wide into Daytona does not work, let alone we've seen 3 wide not work. They're still almost 4 wide off that corner with Paul Perico in that 9 car who just got his lap back. And then Glenn Townsend and Xander Thompson. So, yeah, the 86, just tough break for him. Someone had to back out there, and no one did. So we had an issue. So, yeah. So anyway, back to racing lap 23. The 5, Trevor Davis had with that aggressive start. He is up to second, and Set for Log, who was up front earlier, didn't get involved in that one wreck with Trevor Davis. So right now, I don't think they're too happy with each other, but no need to be aggressive, especially with not that many, with still a little bit of racing left. So, me Ixel, gets in the back of the heat a little bit there, holds his line. Unfortunately, caused him to wash up a little bit. So that's going to hurt his run quite a bit. Right, yeah. We are now lap 23, if I'm not mistaken. Chad Jones Jr. still able to hold that lead. He is unstoppable. And you gotta keep in mind, Dryzen Ramsey, winner of that last race, is not in this race, so we will not have a repeat winner. I don't even think that. Man, a lot of blocking. Trevor Davis gets the worst of it. Takes air in the air. Oh, hits the mound. Drifts up the track. I think he stays out of the way. 2 blowovers in a row for that 5 car in 2 races, as this may be our final yellow, as the 25 leads them to it. Hopefully they slow down enough on this pace here, because it's somewhat of an abrupt caution. But man, they're racing really aggressive. Trevor, I don't know, there's trying to get around each other. Bad block by the 5, takes air, hits the mound, hits the ambulance, drifts up the track. Oh, hard hitting the side there, and that again, that was a very tragic wreck. Hit the ambulance. Man, that's a hard wreck. Hard wreck. Tough break. There's I can't pronounce that last name. There's Brandon Carter. It looks like he is once again spun out on pace laps. That's not good. We need to be doing that right now. Xander Thompson, Glenn Townsend, and Meme Ixel. So, yeah, we don't need to be doing that. So, that's not good. Might have some issues there. Cam Smith's going to go to pit road. Meme Ixel goes with him. I don't believe they're on the lead lap. No, Cam Smith is not. Ixel might be. Brandon Carter, despite his is pacing Miss Apsey's running third, I believe. Still running a decent race. It's got a decent amount going for him. So we're running pace laps right now. Looks like the 88 still holding second. And watch out for that set for log. I don't believe they have a win in Stinger, but they've been pretty under the radar. And when it counts, I think they can get some good runs going. Today might be the day, but you got to conquer that 25 car. Chad Jones Jr. wasn't able to get it done. Wasn't able to get it done in race 1, but race 2 looking a little bit better for that 25 car, especially with Dryzen Ramsey not being in the race. We may see a more competitive finish here as well, as Dryzen Ramsey was able to get a decent pull after pretty much the whole field wrecked with 2 to go in that last stint, or that last race. So race number 2, final stint. We're going to go green lap 27 with 4 to go, I think. Mathematically speaking, I believe that's correct. A little bit touchy on these pace laps. Yeah, you gotta kind of get your pace laps prepared. We've seen some issues at Stinger, Texas, with some drivers not really getting their pace together. We've seen a lot of cautions because there's cars bumping each other out the way on restarts. But this race, I think it's gonna be a little more comfortable. So Chad Jones Jr. set for log. Brandon Carter, 43 is Andrew Thompson, got a little jump. Oh man, I don't know. Goodness, pushing on the start, man. Cam Smith there. He's in the back end, caught up. As it looks like they saved it a little bit. 17 of one. I think it's Xavier in the 17. He hit the wall there. So I'm gonna call him Xavier because I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. These last names are a little difficult for me to pronounce and figure out. As the 43 of Xander Thompson trying to get a run on Chad Jones Jr. Chad Jones got a really nice entry into that corner. Looks like draft overcame it. So there's a decent draft. Paul Perico, he's back up here. Along with Ethan Farley, 41. There's a set for a log. Didn't have that great of a start, but still running lap 28 out of 30. 3 laps to go. 88, a set for a log, gets passed by Ethan Farley on the bottom. Which for Paul Perico might pull something out of the hat here. He's been under the radar this race, but he might pull something out. Then there's Xavier Thompson trying to figure out something. Is Brandon Carter around? He is going to flip. I think he's going to be okay, but flips, I believe, are underneath the point of no return, so no more yellows at this point. As the 9 car going to dive low. I believe that is Glenn Townsend in the front here pretty well. As we are now lap 29, 2 laps to go. 83's out of it. We still have a draft, but the 43 and the 9 have kind of taken that top spot right now. And there's an onboard right behind that 25 and that 43 car. We are almost 2 laps to go. 3 to go. 28 out. 43 slips up. Here comes that 9. Oh, nice run off the corner. Set for log. Aggressive. Oh, more wrecks in the back. Again, point of no return. No more yellows. The 9 darts low on the last lap. 1 lap to go. Does anyone have anything for Chad Jones Jr.? I mean, he's got draft. It's just going to take who can drive it better here. We got plenty of draft going for these guys. See skin marks in the back. Coming into turn 3 for the final time. 9 sends it. 25 is low. Oh, he spins it from the lead. The 88 is set for log. Takes the lead. Here comes Ethan Farley with a run. Set for blocks. They both spin. 88 saves it. Paul Perico spins the... It's going to be the 21 for the win. What a finish. They were wrecking as they finished. 21 of Glenn Townsend has won after a spectacular finish. They were just trying to get around each other. And he was the only guy not in contention. 9 darts low, right into the side of Chad Jones. To be expected. Xander Thompson, then the 28, and then 88 didn't have any momentum. There comes Ethan Farley. He spins out. Paul Perico gets blocked by the 88, and then the 21 was there and wins the race from, I believe, outside of the top 5. What a finish. Glenn Townsend pulls something out of the hat here at Daytona from an unbelievable finish. There's 86 there. I believe this happened on the final lap, if not close to it. Might have been 2 laps prior to the final lap. So these two had fallen back from the pace. I believe that's Trevor Davis. Trevor Davis, an aggressive block. Gotta put that on Trevor Davis. He again blows over for the second time this race, but doesn't quite die. 86 in the Lake Lloyd. It's a camper. Don't know what to say. But yeah, Paul Perico got P2. Almost got it. I mean, it was anyone's race there. No run for the 88. Got blocked by the 41. 74 got blocked by the 20 by I don't know. There's just so much going on. It was so hard to figure that out. But sure enough, it worked out for the 21 of Glenn Townsend. Man, what a finish. What a finish. Let's look at his entire lap. Well, this was his last lap. Here's the lap he did. This was on. He was racing with like the 41. Ethan Farley, so these two might have had some beef. Oh yeah, this was the last lap. Yeah, this was the last lap. So he was just out of the way. Really good wreck avoidance there. Okay, not in position to win the race. Good top 5 though. All right, block for the lead. Man, imagine being Glenn Townsend there, winning the race like that. What a finish, man. Huge for Glenn Townsend. I'm not sure how. He was not even in the top 10, I don't think, and somehow pulled it out. I have never seen that many wrecks coming to a finish in any race I have ever seen, let alone commentated in. I have never seen anything like that before. That's stinger for you, I guess. Aero 88 Daytona. Glenn Townsend. Man, what a race. He was a lap down. We did look at that. He didn't have a very great start. He had a very poor start. Went a lap down. Played it well. Got a lucky dog. Got in position. Stayed kind of out of the way, out of trouble, out of where wrecks might happen. And on the last lap, he pulled something. He was able to win the race because everyone was so desperate and trying to do it. He came out on top. I mean, I've never seen anything at all like that at Daytona. Yeah, that's the first for me. That is insane for Glenn Townsend. What a race. What a race. Well, I believe tomorrow Stinger is racing at they're racing tomorrow in the XS20 mod.